Right, what's going on? Welcome back to the TK42 Collectibles video, continuing my series of classic A New Hope figures. Here's one that I don't think many people know about, to be honest. MMS291, Space Trooper. Massively underrated, I think, for the Trooper. So let's have a look.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
Alright, let's have a look at this box then. So it's obviously a Sideshow exclusive. I think it was released as part of a celebration event maybe. There's a picture of the Space Trooper on the front. MMS291. So I'm doing this series in MMS order, number order, not necessarily release order. But yeah, cool picture of the figure on there. Let's get this lid off. And there's another amazing picture of the figure on the art inlay card. Again, A New Hope figure with the Return of the Jedi Death Star. Maybe it is, maybe, right, that's the actual A New Hope Death Star as it was being built. But yeah, anyway, which you never see on the film. Picture of the figure there, looking good, and some more shots of the figure at the bottom, looking pretty cool. Right, let's have a look at this figure. And there's the figure, all boxed up. Right, so let's get this guy out of the box and have a look at some of these accessories that come with it. Right, let's have a look at accessories then. So we get, first off, we get a standard E11 sort of blaster there, looking like they always do. Looking good though, do like them. And then we get this massive one, I think this is the T21 light repeating blaster, but it's got a slight difference to the other ones because it's got this kind of dual sight on the top. I mean, that looks ASAP. So yeah, impressed with that. And then we've got this kind of oxygen tank thing, which we'll have a look at installing. Obviously I've just dismantled it just for the video. So, and then we get a couple of these which are like little slot in bits for the breathing apparatus oxygen tank thing on his back. It's standard thermal detonator that just hooks over his belt on his back. That looks cool. And then selection of hands, so we've got obviously the pointing one, we've got fists, weapon holding hands, the usual stuff, looking good. And then we get this Space Trooper base, which is like a very light grey kind of grating on there, which I've not seen before actually, other than on this one so far anyway. And then the standard grabber that just slots in anywhere on the base. Again, I usually just put it in at the back like that. And that's accessories. Let's have a close look at the figure. Right, let's have a close-up look at this figure. Now, straight away, obviously it is just a New Hope standard looking Stormtrooper for the most part, which is absolutely fine because I love the design of the A New Hope Stormtrooper. The helmet looks absolutely amazing. I love that. Always loved that look, and I love the look on it from a Hot Toys point of view as well. Absolutely amazing 6-scale rendition of the A New Hope Stormtrooper. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. That the armour, again, all exactly the same, perfect representation. It's even got the thumb mark in the mould on his armour there, and it's the usual stuff all the way down the figure. Pristine white Stormtrooper armour, no weathering on it at all. And it's absolutely perfect. But with this one, obviously it's the Space Trooper, so there's a scene in A New Hope where I think it's when the Millennium Falcons got caught by the tractor beam getting pulled onto the Death Star, and there's these guys stood outside watching it go into the docking bay. Obviously this pipe work going from the helmet all the way down, around over the shoulder into the back, and then they get all this kind of gear at the back, which looks absolutely amazing. So this is like his breathing apparatus, obviously, clearly. Now there's some bits that obviously fit in. Now this bit, which we've just seen in the accessories, it looks really good, that. But most of that, all that blue and the grey bits inside, actually end up being hidden because you just slot it in in the side like that. That goes in like that, and that's what that looks like when it's plugged in. But again, you do hide that kind of cool looking blue effect on it. And then we get these bits, obviously it was just seen in the accessories, and they plug into these like that. I think you can put them in either way around, but the instructions do say to have them in that sort of configuration. And that is his breathing apparatus pack all set up, and it does look fantastic. That absolutely amazing. So kind of unusual. I mean, it doesn't come off or anything. It's all attached to the armour, other than them bits that they've just plugged in. But makes for such a unique trooper, and I'm really glad I've got it in the collection. Like I say, I don't know, the collectors haven't really seen this one all that much. I don't hear much chatter about it. If you get a chance to pick one up, I would go for it because it looks amazing. Let's have a few quick poses, wrap the video up. Right, so that I'd just do a really quick one, a pointy pose basically, which I call it. I can never make a pointy pose look good somehow, even going off the source material and looking at sideshows, pictures and stuff. But yeah, it's just a quick one anyway, just to show all the backpack and everything, and his pointy finger. And he's not carrying a weapon, but I've holstered his weapon for now. His E11 in his holster. That's another great thing about the New Hope Troopers. They all have holsters, which I don't think a lot of the new stuff, not the new troopers, don't have holsters for some reason, but yeah, these ones do, looking amazing. And here he is, just in a bit more of a dynamic pose with that amazing T21 light repeating blaster. Looks pretty fantastic, that. Obviously my posing isn't very good, to be honest, but yeah, I just wanted to have a quick go with showing the gun like that. It's quite hard to get him to look down the sights, but again, just love the helmet with the green tint on the you know, on the lenses. Just looks fantastic, and it's relatively easy to pose if you're good at posing. The undersuit, there's no restrictions really. A little bit of restriction maybe at the armour at the top with his shoulders and, you know, the bicep armour and stuff, but other than that, you shouldn't have any problems posing him. But you don't really see the character in any sort of fight in the film, but yeah, obviously it's up to your own imagination, isn't it, what you do. So, but yeah, I think it looks cool, that. And finally, obviously my favourite pose for these sort of figures, standard lovely museum pose. There you go, looking amazing. Let me know if you like this sort of stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, really appreciate it. I'm going to wrap the video up in a bit, but this figure, it seems to go for about between 270 to 300 and, well, one of the recent ones that went was 335 on eBay. So he's quite rare, quite expensive, if you're thinking of picking him up. But I'd proper recommend it because it's an amazing variant of the Trooper, and it's just one of my favourites, obviously, because it's a New Hope Trooper. Looks absolutely stunning. Yeah, so I hope you like that quick look at the New Hope Space Trooper MMS291. And there's a quick shot of all the New Hope Troopers we've got in the collection, well, that we've reviewed so far in this retro review type thing. So obviously the Stormtrooper 2-pack at the back, and then our Space Trooper at the front. All of them looking absolutely amazing. So if you want to chat about any of these figures or anything else in the collection, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take it easy.